Imagine an AI that doesn't just answer your questions. It actually goes out and does things for you. That's Agentic AI, and Google just showed us the future with Gemini 3.5. Hey, I'm Mark, and today we're breaking down what Agentic AI actually is, why it matters, and what Google's latest move means for the way you'll interact with AI forever. Let's start with the basics, because honestly, the term Agentic AI sounds way more complicated than it actually is. Right now, when you use ChatGPT or Claude, or even me, you're having a conversation. You ask a question, the AI answers. That's it. It's reactive. It waits for you to prompt it, then it responds. But Agentic AI? That's different. An Agentic AI is one that can break down a goal you give it, figure out the steps needed to reach that goal, and then actually execute those steps, sometimes without asking you for permission every single time. Think of it like the difference between asking a friend for directions versus asking them to pick up your dry cleaning. When you ask for directions, they give you information. But when you ask them to pick up your dry cleaning, they're taking action. They're going to the store, talking to the employees, paying, and bringing it back. They might text you along the way, but they're not stopping and asking for approval on every tiny step. That's the essence of Agentic AI. Now, here's where it gets interesting. AI systems have been able to do multiple steps for a while. But what makes Agentic AI special is that it can plan those steps, adapt when something goes wrong, use tools to accomplish things outside its own brain, and basically operate with some level of independence toward a goal. It's not just following a script. It's thinking, adjusting, and problem-solving. So how does this actually work under the hood? Agentic AI typically works with what we call a loop. The AI gets your goal. It reasons about what needs to happen. It takes an action. Maybe it writes some code, or it searches for information, or it fills out a form. Then it observes the result of that action, learns from it, and decides what to do next. If something went wrong, it tries a different approach. It keeps going until it either achieves the goal or realizes it can't. That loop is powerful because it means the AI doesn't have to know the exact answer up front. It can explore. It can fail and recover. It's closer to how humans actually solve problems. Now let's talk about what Google just did with Gemini 3.5, because this is where things get real. Google announced Gemini 3.5 with some significant agentic capabilities built right in. We're talking about an AI that can now autonomously interact with your computer, your apps, and your digital tools to accomplish tasks. Need to book a flight? Gemini can search for flights, check prices, read the terms, and potentially complete the booking. Need to analyze a spreadsheet and generate a report? It can open the file, dig through the data, create visualizations, and write up the findings. But here's what makes Google's approach different from some of the hype we've seen before. They're being careful about autonomy. Gemini 3.5 can do these things, but it's designed to show you what it's doing and get your approval for major actions. It's not a runaway AI making decisions without you. It's more like having a really smart assistant who says, "Okay, here's what I'm about to do. Does that sound right?" You're still in control. Why does this matter? Because Agentic AI is about to change what productivity actually means. Instead of you being the one who has to click around, fill out forms, copy and paste between apps, and manually organize information, your AI can start doing that for you. Your time shifts from doing these repetitive tasks to actually thinking about what matters: strategy, creativity, decision-making. There's also a huge business angle here. Companies are going to use Agentic AI to automate workflows that currently require people to babysit multiple systems. Customer service, data entry, research, report generation. All of that becomes faster and cheaper when an AI can actually navigate your tools and take action. But let's be real about the challenges, because they're significant. First, there's the integration problem. Agentic AI needs to work with your apps and websites, and not every platform is ready for that. Security is a big one too. If an AI is autonomously interacting with your systems, you need to be sure it's not going to accidentally delete something important or give away sensitive data. And then there's the trust issue. People need to feel confident that the AI is doing what it's supposed to do, not taking shortcuts or making assumptions that could cause problems. Google is addressing some of this with transparency and human oversight built into Gemini 3.5. The AI shows its work. You can see what it's planning to do before it does it. And for sensitive actions, it's designed to ask for confirmation. Now, here's something that's kind of wild to think about. We're basically at an inflection point. For years, the knock on AI has been that it's a tool that requires a lot of human direction. You have to ask the right questions. You have to know what you want. But Agentic AI starts to flip that. Instead of you directing the AI on every step, you state a goal and the AI figures out how to get there. It's a different relationship entirely. The implications are huge. On the positive side, Agentic AI could free up human workers to do more meaningful work. Imagine a world where nobody has to spend their day doing data entry or sorting emails or filling out the same forms over and over. On the other side, there's legitimate concern about job displacement, especially for roles that are heavily process-based. What's interesting is that Google's not alone in this. OpenAI, Anthropic, and other labs are all working on agentic capabilities. This isn't a one-company thing. It's becoming a race. And whoever gets it right first, who builds agentic AI that's powerful, safe, and trustworthy, that's going to be a massive competitive advantage. So here's my take. Agentic AI is not science fiction. Gemini 3.5 proves that. It's happening now. And the question isn't whether agentic AI is coming. It's how quickly it's going to become normal. In a year or two, you might be so used to your AI handling tasks autonomously that you forget what it was like when you had to do everything yourself. The key to getting this right is keeping humans in the loop, being transparent about what the AI is doing, and building guardrails so that agentic AI is helpful and safe, not reckless. And from what I've seen with Gemini 3.5, Google is at least trying to get that balance right. If this stuff fascinates you, and you want to stay on top of how AI is actually changing the way we work and live, hit that subscribe button. We dive deep into this stuff every week, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.